Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's Jennifer, and I am going to start working on my Christmas diamond painting. Um, and I'm going to do this every week. I'm just going to work on it every week. So once a week when I do a video. Um, so this is, it's called Christmas, what is it called? It's called Christmas Ornament Reflection, and I did an unboxing the other day. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'm going to answer some Thanksgiving tag questions that I found. I know, y'all are thinking, okay, she's going to work on a Christmas diamond painting. Why is she going to do Thanksgiving tag questions? When it comes to Thanksgiving and Christmas, I am all about Christmas and Thanksgiving. Don't ask me why. And I get all down into, that time of the year. It's just that this is just my favorite time of the year. So, with that being said, we're going to answer some tag questions, and um, we're just gonna start. So, but before I start, I hope everyone has had a great week and is glad it's Friday. I know I am. I'm glad it's Friday. Ugh. One of the reasons why I'm not going to be doing the video next week on Thursday and Friday because, number one is Thanksgiving, and then number two, the kids are home for the weekend. So, that's one reason why I'm going to go ahead and start, doing this now. So, I know y'all laugh, make fun of me, think I'm crazy. I know. I get it. I'm rushing things. I'm not trying to rush. Sorry. So, Um, I'm going to start with the Thanksgiving tag questions. And, oh, crap. Um, so let's get started. The first question is, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish? My favorite dish, okay. Um, Good grief. I used to have so many. Um, but before, gosh, it's hard to choose because when my grandparents were alive, my excuse me, my grandmother would make so much food, and there was a lot of things that I liked of hers. So I think I have to say her um, pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie, and her mac and cheese, and of course the turkey. I mean, who wouldn't like turkey, right? Um, what is your favorite side dish? Well, I just said that. Um, Mac and cheese. It used to be my grandmother's, and then my maternal grandfather would make his homemade mac and cheese. So yeah, that was a must have in our family household. So that's yeah. What is your favorite Thanksgiving dessert? Sweet potato pie. Now, mind you, my parents and my sisters like cranberry sauce. I can't stand that. Or the cranberry salad. I'm sorry. I can't stand cranberry salad. It is the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted, but that's just me. Because I just, I mean, I get it. I like cranberries. Don't get me wrong. I love cranberries. I love cranberry sauce. but I can't stand cranberry salad. I've tried it, and I just I can't. It's it's gross to me. Anyway, um, okay. The next question is, what are you most thankful for? I am most thankful. Good gosh, um, for my kids. Um, and having, you know, my family around all the time. Granted, we don't get to talk to each other and so forth a lot, but they're there if I need them. So that's what I'm most thankful for. Um, okay, what is your best Thanksgiving memory? Oh, good God. The best Thanksgiving memory that I've ever had, or that I have family all over the country. I have an aunt and uncle that live in Georgia. I have another aunt and uncle that live in California, and they every couple of years they would come home to celebrate Thanksgiving, and it was always a big thing in our household when my grandparents were living to have what we called the Field Family Super Bowl, is what they would call it. And we all would go out and, play football and so forth. And, we always had fun doing that. I miss doing it now because, we're not as close, we're not as close as we used to be. So it's kind of sad, but I think that's my most favorite memory is all of us getting together and playing a big, huge game of football. Um, what is your least favorite Thanksgiving dish? Well, I said that earlier. Cranberry salad. I don't like cranberry salad. It's nasty. It's disgusting. Oh, and my grandmother used to make collard greens, and I don't like collard greens. So, yeah, that was another thing. Um, where do you and your family usually celebrate Thanksgiving? Well, now, since it's just me and the kids, we celebrate it here. My parents don't do a big Thanksgiving dinner anymore. They used to. And once all of us moved out of the house, we all just kind of, because we all never got, because like my sisters, I have one that lives abroad, and um, my other sister lives down south. So it's kind of hard to get everybody together because, namely them, their schedules are so, goofy that we don't get to go. We don't get to spend, Thanksgiving with everybody. So they just kind of, you know, put that aside, and they do their own thing on Thanksgiving. And um, my parents just, don't really do a whole lot for Thanksgiving anymore. So it kind of got left up to me to do it for my kids because, I called my mother one year, and this was the year I found out she wasn't going to be doing this anymore. And I asked her, I said, do you need me to bring anything? And she said, I'm not cooking anymore. I said, excuse you? She says, well, you guys have moved out, and, there's really, no need. And it's just me and your dad. And, just, I was like, okay. And this was after she bought the turkey and everything. And she says, but I'll bring you, the turkey that I was going to cook before we decided this, and you can cook it. And it's like, okay, alrighty then. So that's, um, what do you love most about Thanksgiving? Just being able to sit down, relax, spend time with your kids, and not have to rush around. And I mean, yeah, I do that on the weekends, but sorry, that, hang on, guys. Is there anything in the clothes that you need clean today? I was going to finish it all tomorrow, but I did. No. Um, and I mean, I do, and I mean, I do that every weekend, spend time with the kids. But, that's, and we've kind of gotten into a tradition every Thanksgiving, like the day after, instead of me, going out and, you know, uh, battling Black Friday traffic and, the crazy people that go out and go shopping. Because we have an artificial tree, I usually we usually just spend that weekend, putting up the tree and getting the house decorated, for Christmas and stuff like that. And when I started doing it, people thought I was crazy, but it gave my kids something to do. And little dude looks forward to it every single year. He loves helping uh, Miranda put the tree up. He loves helping Miranda, put the ornaments on the tree and all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing we love to do. And then, if Justin and Miranda don't feel like watching, Christmas movies, because sometimes I used to have a whole bunch of Christmas movies, and we'll sit after we do that and watch Christmas movies. Now, Miranda and Justin are older, they don't really do that much anymore. So it's now, just me and little dude. But that's okay, because me and little dude like doing that. So, yeah. Um, do you receive gifts on Thanksgiving? No. Never have. Not that I'm aware of. If I have, I don't, seriously, I don't remember. What do you think has changed most for you since the first Thanksgiving? Oh, good gosh. For since my first Thanksgiving, I can't even remember my first Thanksgiving. I was like 4 or 5 years old. Um, I really don't know, guys, because that's hard. That's a hard question to answer, because I really don't know. I think what's changed here for us is my family and my kids and I are not as close as we used to be. And mind you, my family is a dysfunctional family. And, and it's just, it's just us. That's just, it's hard to explain. And we all get in our moods. Sometimes we could not be talking to each other. We could stop talking to each other for like, 4 or 5 years. And then out of the blue, we're all, you know, goofing and carrying on. And like, we never, fell out of touch. And I think that's what I miss the most, especially like Now, my aunt and uncle live in California, in Sacramento. So I miss, spending time with them on, the holidays and stuff like that. So that's that one. Good gosh. I think that's all those. um, so, all right, that color is done. Anyway, yeah, really fun, right? Took 15 minutes, right? I'm sorry. I thought it was more question. I thought there were more questions than that. But no, like as I was saying, the things that I like to remember, um, like one of my favorite, things that we did at Christmas, or at Christmas. Oh my gosh, did for one of my favorite memories is like I said, playing football. And um it was always fun because we would always, and I mean, even my grandfather would get out there and play. And I used to just like sit there and watch in awe because, this, 50, 60-year-old man would be out there playing football with us. And of course, now, he can't. But yeah, it was always fun to watch, to sit there and, granted, I didn't always like playing, but yeah. And my grandmother would do, I mean, she would, oh my gosh. Thanksgiving was one of those holidays that she would do it up. I mean, it would be food, you name it, out the butt. And she always amazed me to how much food she would make. Green bean salad. Of course, I'm making myself hungry in the process. Green bean salad, um, good gosh, stuffing, sweet potato biscuits, you name it, it was on that table. And then one year, now mind you, I've tried everything because I was always taught when I was little, you're not going to know if you like it unless you try it. Well, one year, I never will forget, my dad walked into my grandmother's kitchen and he said, "Mom, I'm going to make some turnips." Now, mind you, I had no idea. I was like maybe 9, 10 years old. Had no clue what turnips were. Never had them in my whole entire life. I don't like them. So he was like, you know, "I'm going to make these. I'm going to add them, can you add them to the menu?" And my grandmother was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Well, I just thought, we'd add something different, Um, he said, "Because you do, basically the same thing. You cook the same thing every year." And, well, of course, she was open to it. And I flat out told my father, "I'm not eating this. This looks nasty." And I don't like turnips. I can't stand them. And when they're mashed, I'm sorry. I won't tell you what it looks like because yeah. And he says, "Jennifer, you need to try it." And I thought, yeah, okay. And I did not get a thing for trash drills. So I did. I tried it. I don't, I don't like it. I'm sorry. You know, anybody that likes turnips, more power to you. I don't, I think it's the most bland, disgusting, tasting thing there is. And, of course, you know, my father was kind of, you know, like, you're never going to know until you try it. You have to try it. And if you don't like it, you know, I'm not going to make you eat it, which was a lie. Because I had to eat every last bit of it because that's how my parents were. And I swore never again. And my kids ate, and my dad made turnips one year when my kids were little for Thanksgiving. And of course, you know, my girls didn't like it. And when I started making Thanksgiving dinner, my daughter Ariel looked at me one year and she was like, you know, 15, 16 years old. And she looked at me, she says, don't you ever make turnips. I said, why would I? That's nasty. I don't like turnips. And she said, I'm just telling you. She says, because every year, Grandpa makes turnips. Okay. I won't do that to you. I'm just not, I'm not going to do that. That's, and of course, you know, she thanked me. And then, of course, then she would eventually make me leave the kitchen and she would take over. So she kind of has been back and forth with me taking over the cooking. This year, now, for the last 5 years, no, because she's not here anymore. She's, you know, North Carolina. But she, oh, goody. Look at this big bag of 310, guys. Yes, they are, they're round. So it's been it's been interesting. Now this year, I don't know. Justin has been invited to a friend's house, and then same thing with Miranda. So, all right, we gotta pull out the. I gotta pull out the six placer. Time to do the six placer, guys. On this pen. Come on, get off there. There. As I was saying, so it might just be me and little dude this year, which is all good and dandy. No big deal. You know, I'm not, you know, stressing about that. And that's, you know, it's whatever. So I'm debating on, you know, buying. Ooh, of course, my hand gets stuck to the canvas. I'm debating on whether or not to buy, you know, um, all right, we're going to do this way. That way I don't get my hand stuck. I'm debating on buying a big turkey or just buying one of those small, you know, turkey breasts until, but of course I was informed that if I didn't buy a turkey, that, I should buy a big turkey because, you know, even when they come home, because they're only going to be gone to one day, they're just going to, you know, I know why Justin's going with his friend because his best friend is his girlfriend's sister. So he's, you know, doing that whole thing. And So they'll only be gone for the day. But, you know, it's like I told them in earlier, you know, you guys need to let me know exactly what your plans are, because I don't want to cook a whole bunch of food like I do every single year, and then, oh, you know, you're, you're not going to be here. So they're supposed to let me know. So, yeah. So, anyway, now I know y'all are asking this question. Why are you doing a Christmas diamond painting and talking about Thanksgiving? Well, like I said earlier, and I need to put new wax on wax on this in my four placer. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, I won't be recording next week, because I'm going to be busy getting, everything around here decorated for, Christmas, and getting, really, Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff ready. So, but I'm going to be working on this every week. So, oh, that didn't have something. I'm sorry. I'm having issues today with my four placer. So, I decided to go ahead and this is, you know what? I'm not even going to fool with the multi-placer today. I'll just work on using this one. Yeah, I know I've been saying a lot here. So, I'm going to be doing a video every week of me working on my, this diamond painting, Christmas diamond painting, because I'm hoping I can get this done. I probably won't get it done and framed before Christmas. There's just no way. There'll probably be no way. But I just thought it would be kind of fun to have a, Christmas, a weekly, holiday, whatever. And I still don't know what I'm going to name the video yet. I was thinking, we have a thing in cross stitch called Elf Day, where you stitch on, a holiday project or something every week, or just for that day. So I was thinking about calling it that, but I just didn't want, confusion. So I don't know what I'm going to name it yet. I haven't decided. It's hard to decide. The other thing is, a lot of you made a comment about Paint with Diamonds. Yes, I'm an affiliate with them. No, this is not a square. I know one lady had commented, and if she's watching, and I don't remember who it is, so, she had said that, because they were squares, they were popping. I had a diamond painting that my daughter got for Christmas last year from Paint with Diamonds, but it was bought from Amazon. A subscriber bought it for her. And it was a square, and I didn't really have any issues whatsoever with popping drills. I know, squares and diamond drills are different, but, sometimes they do pop off, and they will rise up as much, just like they would if they're square. So far as you can see, I'm not having any issues. Like, look, my finger's totally stuck. Yeah. So now I'm not going to jinx myself and say that probably later on, down the line, something might happen. But as of right now, I'm not having any problems that I can foresee. So, those of you that want to give Paint with Diamonds a chance again, my affiliate link is down in the description box. And they have a bunch of beautiful Christmas diamond paintings. And of course, they have all kinds of diamond paintings. But they have some really, really pretty ones. So, you guys, want to take the chance, go for it. I did. I took the chance because, a lot of people were complaining. I was watching a lot of videos of, how Paint with Diamonds, their canvases were crappy. And I've been told, I talked to them and I talked to a couple other people, and they seem to have fixed their issues from what, I've been told. So, what I can see so far, I'm not really having any problems. So, of course, except for getting my hand stuck to the canvas. Of course, now my hand feels funny. So, other than that, let's see. And of course, I'm trying to use my. It's been so long since I actually used multi-placer. Oh my gosh, I've been trying to use it on my cat on a bookshelf, but I'm still trying to get the hang of it with squares. So it's been a minute. Oh goodness. So yeah, the boys are. I don't want to say the boys are excited about Thanksgiving, but all Skylar has asked me for is his great grandpa's mac and cheese and great grandma's sweet potato pie. So yeah, great grandma's sweet potato pie. And see, the funny thing is, great grandma used to make. My grandmother would make. Instead of buying Cool Whip or whipped cream, she would make her own. So, and of course, I'm not that talented to do all that. So, yeah, I'm not that brave. So, what kind of Thanksgiving traditions, stuff, you know, food dishes do you all like? I mean, you guys can comment below. I really, really like, hearing what everybody else likes. I don't. I'm not one of those ones. I guess because I'm just like, kind of plain Jane when it comes to, um, Christmas and Thanksgiving food. I've always been, that's just me. Of course, I'm special that way. So, yeah. So, I don't know what kind of Thanksgiving traditions you all have, but yeah, I'd be interested to see. So, you guys come comment below and let me know. I want to hear all about it. Okay. And after I do these next 3, I'm going to stop so I can go and get what I need to do done, because, yeah. There, and of course these things are being ridiculous. So anyway, guys, that's it for this week. And as I said, this is going to be an every week thing. I'm going to work on this every week. And I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it till then. So until then, I hope, but next week I will not have any videos up because of Thanksgiving. So until next time, guys, have a great weekend and see you next time. And make every day a crafty one.